Hi friends and fellow earth angels, it's Gladys and I'm back for our weekly reading. We are rolling into September as this reading will cover September 9th through the 15th. So I have a beautiful spread here today as I go to pick out the cards. It's always interesting, like what I'm feeling, what I'm guided towards. I had a different deck and I pulled out the angel answers today instead. So, and it's funny because as I prepare for the reading for you, I always shuffle the decks. I always set the intentions for the reading, and I always pull one for me first because I don't want my energy, to cloud the reading. So I feel like I get like my guidance and insight out of the way. And it's always amazing how I just sit and work with these cards. So I'm excited to see what we're in store for the week. I just finished my weekly, my monthly video blog, and I just posted that on my YouTube channel and my social media Facebook page, if you're curious. And we pulled the Archangel Raphael for the month of September, and he is the angel of healing. So I'm curious to see what angel pops up and how all that goes in sync. So hi friends, so I'm going to start with the Archangel of the week, and I'm going to ask and set that intention. I'm going to invite in all our guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, and all beings of light who want to assist with this reading for us today. And I'm going to ask that the cards that I pull be for our best and highest good and the best and highest good of all concerned. So the card that I pull this week is, friends, Angel Ariel. Can you believe it? Ariel has shown up the last 3 weeks. Come on. I think I've pulled every one of her cards in that deck. So the first week, a couple weeks ago, I pulled Ariel and Courage. And then last week, I pulled Ariel and Prosperity. And today, I pull Ariel and Spread Your Wings. I mean, really, any mathematicians out there, what are the odds that 3 weeks in a row, I pull this beautiful angel? Guys, she's showing up in your life. What I failed to mention in the last couple readings is that Archangel Ariel, her sign, she comes in the sign of bunnies. And she works with Saint Francis with the animals. So I always see wild animals come up when she's around. I've seen a fox, I've seen turkey. What else have I seen? An opossum. But bunnies seem to be something that's really strong in her presence. Obviously, she's the lioness of the pride. So when you see the lioness come up, that came up in the Courage reading a couple weeks ago. And so she comes in with these fierce, empowered signs. She works with little girls who are standing in their power. She shows up with them as the Little Mermaid. And, if you start seeing like the red hair and the mermaid energy come around, that's also Ariel. And her message this week is spread your wings. It says, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar. So my friends who are listening, if you've been on the fence about doing something, about taking the leap, here's your sign. She's saying she's standing with you with courage. She's standing with you with prosperity. And she's standing with you with helping you spread your wings and fly. I mentioned in my last video that she's the angel that helps with life purpose and soul mission. So I feel like this is such a powerful time for us to transform. September is a real great time to hit the reset button, to recharge your batteries, to really get a plan into what the next steps are for you. So let's use the daily guidance from the Angels deck. And I'm going to ask Ariel to expand on her message of spreading your wings. So what more does she have to say? Let's see. See only love. friends, this message has been coming up a lot. See only love, surround yourself with love, make loving decisions, making sure as you're moving forward, it's coming from the heart. This card says, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon love that underlies in every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. So what I'm getting with this card is that maybe you've started this before. Maybe this is something that you've thought about in the past and you've taken steps and it hasn't worked out. And there's fear of, this didn't work out before, I feel like I failed. Well, sometimes we start things and they're really just meant to get the kinks out and get into the space where you're now able to move forward because you've ironed things out, you've worked out the mistakes, and really see only love in this situation. So you may have people who may put up walls or blocks, may be discouraging of you. Maybe they're trying to put their input, and the universe is saying, see only love into these situations. This card is beautiful because she's holding a heart. And what I feel with this is looking within your heart and making decisions on what it is that makes you feel good. And I have to say, we live in a world that's fast paced. We live in a world that we're asked to conform and do what everyone else is doing. A lot of, especially caregivers, healers, earth angels, light workers, we can be a little jaded by society and the harshness of it. And the universe is saying love needs to be back on the planet. So I talk so often in my life purpose sessions and my divine guidance sessions about this 9-year cycle that we're in. The first 9-year cycle that we really started to awaken, it started in 2008 and it ended in 2016. I find that was the 9-year cycle of healing through pain. And now we're moving into a new 9-year cycle. It started in 2017 and it will go till about 2025. And I feel like this 9-year cycle is about reintegrating the energy of true love back on the planet. The true love of the self, but also love of what we're doing, our work, our life purpose, really shining a light in the world, a light of love. And I feel like this is why so many people are being squeezed and pushed. And, if you're about to embark on something that's brand new, this is going to test your own worth and value. It's going to test how you see yourself in the world. And Ariel is phenomenal for empowering us, to give us the courage and the bravery to move forward on these paths easily and effortlessly. Like, I don't believe we're meant to suffer. I don't believe this is supposed to be something where life is supposed to be hard. Yeah, a lot of things happen and we have a lot of difficulties and challenges. But if you know that you're going to come out on the other side and you're going to be bigger, better, stronger, faster, and you're going to be able to learn enough where eventually you'll be able to teach and share that to others, why the heck not? Jump forward, jump in, and really come from that loving place. We're really exploring what love means right now. We're exploring what our idea is of love in all aspects of the term. I get in my car and I say, I love my car and this beautiful space that it gives me independence. I get into my bed at night and I love my bed because it provides me comfort. I'm really finding joy in loving my environment, being able to feel the air on my skin. All those details really embody, enhance that energy of love. So let's go into, I have my Talking to Heaven deck here, and I'm going to just ask, think of a loved one or think of somebody that you want to hear from. I'm going to pause for a moment as I shuffle the cards, and we'll get a message from that loved one. Maybe there's a loved one that you haven't heard from in a while. Maybe you just lost somebody and you want a message from them. Just silently say their name in your mind. Just imagine your heart connecting to their heart. And I'm going to ask that the card that I pull be the most important for all of us as you connect with your loved one. And the message is, remember me by the happy memories we created. So we are in the place where people are losing loved ones. I'm hearing the stories and the loss, and sometimes it's hard if you're watching somebody who's ill to remember the happy memories because there's a lot of caregiving towards the end. Maybe you lost somebody abruptly, and it's hard to get out of that space because you weren't prepared for it. And your loved one is here asking you to remember that person by the happy memories we created. So I just encourage you, when this reading is done, to give yourself 5 minutes to connect with that loved one, because again, your loved one wants to help you too. When you feel whole and complete, when you feel the universe is supporting you and has your back, when you can feel and connect with your loved ones around you because they want the best for you, when you can feel that, there's no stopping you. You are going to forge forward in light and move. You're going to move leaps and bounds, I promise. So when we're done, maybe you take a couple minutes and 5 minutes and just connect your energy to that loved one. And maybe you ask the loved one to help you remember a happy memory. Or maybe you're thinking of happy memories right now. And in that, your vibration will shift. You may cry, you may laugh, more memories may come up, you may dream of them, and they're all beautiful things to help you connect with your loved ones on the other side. Know that they're there with you. Let me show you the pictures on the bottom, because the pictures might resonate with some of you as well. Looks like a mama and her baby. And again, remember me by the happy memories we created. And that's what Spirit wants for us. They really want us to remember the happy moments. It's hard to understand why people come and go the way they do, but I always find that God always has a plan. There's always a bigger purpose, and sometimes when we lose loved ones, it opens up something inside of us. It opens up parts that may never have opened, and it really redirects us into a different direction. So thank them on a soul level for being part of your life, for showing up, and even showing up in your life through signs. Your loved ones are really powerful. Well, sending their initials on license plates. Maybe they're sending their birthday numbers on a license plate. Or maybe your anniversary. If you've lost a significant other, anniversaries are powerful dates that can help you connect with them to know that they're around. But remember, right now, with all this transformation and this change that's going on, you're not doing it alone. You have this team working with you in spirit, and know that they're working with you and they want the best for you. They want to help you remember the happy moments so that you can be in this joyful place as you move forward. And so I pulled the Angel Answers card today because I know maybe you got questions out there. Maybe you have questions. Maybe there's something you want to know about. So these will give you like a yes or no, a few weeks. So I'm going to pause for a moment, and maybe you have a question for the universe. Maybe there's something you want to know. When should you do this, or when should you take that step, or how? So just think of a question. You may not even have to think of a question, and when I pull the card, it might be something that resonates, like, oh, I know what that means. So again, let's see. Maybe it's, when will I find true love? When should I leave that job? Any questions like that? Okay, so let me pull. In the near future. So, whatever you've been thinking about, whatever you're asking, it may go along with, I'm trying to get this in the picture here. Let's just put it up here. It may go along with spreading your wings and seeing only love in that place. So maybe you're asking, when should I do this, or when should I do that, or when will this come, or when will this happen? And the card I pulled said, in the near future. So remember, things come to us, of course, in divine timing, but it's really up to us in the action steps we take. As a medium and an intuitive, I get questions all the time, like, when will I find that true love? And when will that job come in? Or when will things finally come into play? And you have to remember, I can certainly give you guidance into a time frame, but you can't sit around and wait for things to happen. You know that saying, God helps those who help themselves? And if anything, I know that more than anybody, as being a business owner in the spiritual realm, and working with the universe to create and expand. And so this is where Ariel comes in. So this saying is in the near future that things are starting to unfold for you. So call on the universe, call on Archangel Ariel, and ask her for her assistance. Ask her to open up the doors for you, so that you're not feeling like you're hunting and pecking and walking around in a dark room. Ask her to show you how to take that leap, when to take that leap. Imagine yourself as a magnet of all the things that you want, and it's really connected to love. So if you can go back to those memories and remember when you felt love and when you felt strong and powerful, and radiate that energy out there. Or maybe you haven't felt like that. Maybe you can ask God to just surround you and fill you up with his unconditional love, so that you know what it feels like. And it's like you turn on like an instant magnet to attract maybe those clients, maybe those opportunities, maybe those experiences, because the universe is saying it's coming in the near future. So call on them and ask them for assistance. You're not feeling like you have to do it alone. And I'm going to pull our last card, which is the Whispers of Love deck. I love these cards. I think they're so beautiful. And I'm going to ask God, Source, Creator, Universe, Father, Love, to connect with us this week through this deck. And I'm going to ask that he shine a light for us. I'm going to ask him, like, what do we need to know? What does he want us to hear? What's his message for us this week? Let's see. I got little hands, so these decks are hard to shuffle. Okay, let's see. Love makes the difference. Well, friends, if that doesn't sum it up. So the message is, love can help heal past hurts and provide a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Friends, we just want to be loved. We want to feel good. It's in our nature. It's who we are. We want to love romantically. We want to love with friendships. We want to love our family, our children, and really the people on earth. And as I said, we're getting back to that space of love. And so God is saying, get to the heart of that. And I have to say, even loving the people that are hard to love. I know all too well how difficult that can be. But when it says love makes all the difference, maybe you take this week and explore what love is. Maybe you take this week and really appreciate all the things that you love. Maybe it's a pet. Maybe it's a favorite TV show. I love the dance shows, the World of Dance, and so you think you can dance, and I just sit in front of the TV and I love watching the dancers. I'm inspired by what they can do, and I just appreciate it. Instead of judging myself for watching TV, I just really soak it in. So maybe this week you take pause and you notice all the things that you love. And when you're having an experience, maybe it's the beautiful sunny day. Maybe it's the wind on your skin. Maybe it's the laughter of a child. Maybe it's some funny thing that your pet does. There's so many things that we can get back to the heart of loving and enjoying. Maybe you can give yourself some time to love on yourself. Imagine God's energy filling you to overflowing and really sending some love to your heart and soul, because that's what's going to radiate out. That's going to connect you with the people, places, things, and ideas. And it's amazing. Love is the heart of it all. It makes all the difference. So friends, I thank you. I went a little longer this week. I thank you for listening and sitting with me every week. As you know, I offer divine guidance sessions, life purpose sessions. Maybe you have experiences that you're going through and don't understand. I take a spiritual approach. So having a session is kind of like getting a glimpse into your soul, getting a glimpse and connecting into the blueprint of your soul. Maybe you're struggling with life purpose. I go into your numbers, your birth numbers, and I really kind of guide you and let you know what you're here for, what experiences you're having and why they're having. And of course, one of the things that I love the most to do is connecting you with your loved ones. There is some great inner peace knowing that they're there with you and getting validation and guidance and knowing yourself how to connect with them. So it's super easy to book. You can go online at GladysEllen.com and you can pick your time and date. And I thank you for listening, friends. Have a great week, and I send you love with heavenly hugs.